All right, g'day ladies and gentlemen. I'm Cavey, standing right next to me, this great man, Andrew Hotham. We call him Slim. Slim, welcome to round one of the New Zealand Jetsprint Championship, brought to you by PSP. Mate, we're in for a cracker of a day.
Well, we sure are, Cavey. And man, there's been some superb action already on the track. Plenty of water splashed around, mate. Nobody's done anything untoward at the moment, so we're still in for a good day, mate. We've got a full field in all classes.
Yeah, so ladies and gentlemen, we are now live on the live stream. NZJSA is where you need to go on Facebook and indeed on the internet, the interweb. Make sure that you share the link right around this great country and right around the world. We are going to go straight into racing. So ladies and gentlemen, let's get set to get wet as we go qualifying round number 3, unlimited superboat style.
Let's do it, Cavey. Let's get back to the box.
He will be doing some TV stuff.
Oh, okay. Well, yeah, when you, if I do, I'll come here and really grab that mic or something else.
All right, so just as we said, ladies and gentlemen, we are now live right around the world on the live stream. And indeed, ladies and gentlemen, here at the track as we go qualifying round number 3 for the unlimited category, we are right to go. So just waiting for these methanol-sucking monsters that are the unlimited superboats to fire away.
You love that line, Cavey, don't you?
Oh, absolutely, mate. So also during the lunch break, we've got some high-performance Lucas marine product stickers to give away. So during that lunch break, you will be allowed into the pit and paddock area, and we'll certainly be giving some of these stickers away. So we'll certainly announce when that is going to happen. And of course, once we get into the pit and paddock area, there will be no smoking and no alcohol into the pits because it is still a working environment. We will let you know when we can do that. It's a great opportunity to catch up with drivers, navigators, crew chiefs, ask some questions, and kids pick up some stickers, of course, as well.
Yeah, there's going to be plenty of time to do that, like you say, Cavey. Get in amongst it, get your photo taken with the guys. Look, they're all really approachable. I mean, if they talk to you and I, Cavey, I'm sure they'll talk to someone they've never met before. But certainly don't waste your time. Get in there and find out the ins and outs of these boats because they are fantastic machines.
Certainly, and as we now step into this superboat class, there are some fantastic boats out there. We've got a couple of turbos, a couple of twin turbos sitting on the launch ramp. The boat now coming off the trailer is it is Reuben Hops doing the driving duties here, and is Jake Wood doing the navigational duties. This is a stroked 3.4 litre Toyota Supra engine. So certainly a different style of engine that we're used to seeing in this type of class. However, Reuben, pretty much a rookie. This is about his third race meeting, and in fact the last time we saw him was down at Wanaka. Had what seemed to be a pretty innocuous crash, landed the boat right on the base of the hull and did some enormous damage. It certainly didn't look that bad at the time, but certainly a lot of work. Well, very wide around that right-hander there, Slim.
Yes, he was, mate. And he won't. We don't want to repeat performance of Hastings. It certainly hasn't come out that way because he's probably going a lot faster now than what he did around the first corner at Hastings, Cavey.
Well, yeah, when his rookie race, he probably had the slowest off known to mankind. But look, you know, while we do have a bit of fun with these guys, certainly Reuben spent a lot of time around the sport. Of course, the son of Eric Hops, well known around the sport many years ago, one of the forefathers of jet sprinting here and around the world. And so Reuben certainly getting in amongst it in this Toyota Supra. I saw actually right up the middle. Oh, yes, Jake Wood and Reuben very happy with that. And then park it up on the bank while they're celebrating their nice style of finish with a 59.779. And got a bit carried away. The old traditional thing that we know, mate, drivers, navigators tend to turn their head off after the finish line.
And that's the way to do it, though, with a timer, though, of 59.779. What a fantastic start, mate. He's got to be happy with that. Give him a round of applause, folks, as he heads back down the chute. Well done to Reuben.
It is believed that Reuben Hops was conceived at the Jetsprints. As we go to Kevin Roberts.
And he powers out in the Stinger machine. Kevin Roberts around past the start-finish line. He's underway.
So Kevin Roberts from Foxton. This is a Nissan twin turbo producing around about and up to 1,500 horsepower. So Kevin Roberts, traditionally out of a stock car environment, been racing a couple of years now. And look, he's just one of those guys. He said, mate, I'm never going to go out and try and break the world water speed record. It's going to take me a couple of years to get into it. And it really has taken those couple of years, but that was what he predicted. That was how he envisaged it. Ran a little bit wide up there. Certainly don't want to see that. It'll scrub off a little bit of time. But true to form, he has slowly been getting better and better and better, and just coming to terms with the understanding of the enormous horsepower that is available to him. So fantastic run there for Kevin Roberts with a 55.035.
Of course, that slides him into P1 ahead of Reuben there, mate. But yeah, caught up with Kev last night. And of course, folks, you will be seeing on the big screen that says Scott Donald and Nicole Reesby. That's not the case. It was Kevin Roberts and Grant Gibson and out there in the boat there, of course. So we'll try and get that sorted out for you. But now these guys, great blokes, caught up with them last night, as we say. And KV, I'll back up everything you say there, mate. They're a couple of good fellas that are just out there for a good time.
Yeah, that's right. And look, when these boats go from 0 to 130 kilometres an hour in under 2 seconds, you certainly have to be very, very cautious of them and treat it carefully in some circumstances. Scott Donald, Nicole Reesby, wicket 2. These guys are the locals in Featherston here. Scott Donald, the farmer, Nicole Reesby, the accountant, the 500 small block is what we've got here, and the about 900 horsepower. And Scotty Donald traditionally comes out pretty slow. Towards the latter half of last season, we saw him driving the best that we've ever seen him drive. And really, after a number of years behind the boat, brand new package, really just starting to really move up into the pointy end of the field. And it's wonderful to see a man who has sort of been crafting his style, crafting the boat handling, the navigational skills for a couple of years. Another one of those that's stepping up.
Yeah, mate, it's good to see. You can see the hands waving around there from Nicole, the navigator. She's doing a fantastic job. Great communication. Some navies use their hands, some just, it's all through the radio, but these guys have got it down pat, and that is going to be a fantastic time to slot them into P1, a 52.874 kV. They will be ecstatic with that one.
Yeah, interestingly, we've only got 5 or 6 super boats. I think it's 6 super boats here today. Interestingly, we've had world number 3 Nick Berryman. He retired. Beaver Muir's retired. Baden Gray not racing this year. Dave Simmons not racing this year. Pip Thompson not racing this year. And I'm sure I've missed a couple there straight off the top of my head. So very, very interesting. We do have some more boats that just weren't quite ready for this meeting. But don't take your eyes off the track for a second, ladies and gentlemen. The blown 440 cubic inch Ford of Richard Murray.
Look at the jump out of there, folks. He flew out and he has come out fighting in this one, KV.
Oh, look, this boat, the farmer and agricultural contractor from Wanganui behind the wheel, and it's great to see after some stops and starts that this boat was cutting out during last season. They've just done some massive work to it. The cutout, that is absolutely devastating. We were just talking about the cutout that they had last season. We hadn't seen it in the first 2 qualifying runs. It's just reared its ugly head up again.
Unbelievable, KV.
So, ladies and gentlemen, give Richard Murray and Steve Edmonds a huge round of applause. They certainly won't be happy with the outcome of that. And I dare say that the engine data analysis will be certainly looked at as soon as they get that boat back into the pits. They'll be plugging in the computers, having a look at what went wrong. I think the first 2 qualifying runs was making them feel confident. They got that issue of a flame out sorted out. It just reared its ugly head. Scruffy the tugboat heading out for a rescue. We'll take a short break from commentary. We'll throw a little bit of music on and we will be back to continue with qualifying round number 3 of the Unlimited Soup Boat category.
Hope that they get past the start-finish line. We can, so we'll get this jump there. I think we've got Paddy Hayden on standby, so when we get through this one there, we might cross to our pit reporter, Paddy Hayden, and see what he's come up with. But that's a good start, KV, because he's 100% past where he was before.
Yeah, certainly, and great gaining that percentage the further he gets through the lap. So John Berry, of course, a long-term navigator beside his mate Dave Simmons. And so now Dave Simmons' daughter is the navigator. John's moved from the navigator's seat into the driver's seat. And we did have a quick interview with him earlier. It's great to see that he's making that transition. And of course, being a navigator, as he said, he's used to the speed, he's used to the cornering. Just a little bit more to think about when you got the wheel in his hand. But I'll tell you what, I'm really impressed with his rookie drive.
Yeah, mate, he's doing absolutely fantastic as he comes back past the commentary box now. Oh, he's going to be happy if he can get post the mid. As he comes around now, he's got a couple of corners to make. Can he go post? This will be a great finish for Jono with a great time of 57.456. He will be ecstatic with that one.
Yeah, no doubt about that. Just looking up there to see if we've got Paddy Hayden up there, if he can give us a wave so that we can see that he can hear us. Just trying to spot Paddy. There he is. He's got the microphone at the ready. Paddy, how are you going over there, mate? Can you hear us at all?
KV, can you hear me?
Absolutely, mate. Welcome to our pit reporter, Paddy Hayden. Mate, what's the feeling like over there? No, Paddy's just walked away. Somebody's talked to him. He's seen something shiny. He's away. So we'll just get that system sorted out. We are using semaphore signals over this rather large distance as we now go to Bryce Barron, the driver of the Fortitude racing machine. Kylie Barron doing the navigational duties, the pairing from Ctas, Grey Clay Global Central Auto Parts, LJ Hooker. And well, I tell you, these guys, Bryce certainly had an interesting introduction to jet sprinting last season, and wow, already we are seeing a big confidence shift early in this PSP New Zealand jet sprinting season.
Actually, it's coming through all the classes too, KV, just to back that up, mate. They have, like you say, with Jono just being there, jumping out, no expense spared, mate. They come out, the hammer's down right early on now. They know they've got to post some good times, but isn't that fantastic to see? Even the rookies are out there giving it a good nudge, mate, and holding nothing back.
Yeah, that's right. And when we've got young navigators coming through as well, very, very positive indeed. So, wow, this little chicane down the bottom part of the course hasn't caught anyone unawares today. Usually we get a few victims in about there, but at the moment, everybody getting through there. Hey, okay, whoa, geez, Bryce really tight into that island just to go through that finish line with a 56.925. 56.925 there for Bryce Barron and Kylie Barron.
Yeah, they'll be happy with that. Of course, slots them into P2. 2 from 2 we've seen out there. Good time. Can always improve though, KV. Can always improve. We'll be looking to post a 50. Can we do it? Don't know. They've got to shave 6 seconds off, but who knows what might happen.
Well, look, considering that we've seen reigning New Zealand champion Glenn Head, the only boat in the 50 seconds in qualifying 3 in the unlimited class. Long, big ladder to climb for the Group Bs. However, the day is but young as we now cast our eyes to Chris Rasmussen from New Plymouth, Ollie Sutherland doing the navigational duties. The boat is Venom. And during the lunch break, I'm going to get down there and have a look at it. I think the artwork on the side of this particular vessel looks fantastic as it zooms past the commentary window.
Yeah, we'll see it come around past us now, KV. Look at that. The hammer's down, certainly as they head through the middle of the course. Back around. Oh, nice tight turn as they get through there and head up towards the spectators on the bank there. Hands waving left, right and centre as they spin around. A big splash of water as it hits the start line. Great split time at 27.273. Yeah, they'll be looking to post a good finish now, KV.
Yeah, so Chris Rasmussen, the real estate agent from New Plymouth, into this part of the track that gets us a little bit jumpy. Nice through the chicane at the bottom part. Now into the mouth fresh sweeper at the top part of the track. Into the final lot of left-handers. Chris Rasmussen with a 55.311 and some 1.6 seconds quicker than Bryce Barron.
Yeah, they'll be happy with that. Of course, lots of them now right into P1. What a great drive as they just sort of coast it back. A little bit of communication going on between driver and Ava as they come back in, assessing the situation. But no, the Venom boat, mate, they'll be happy with that.
Yeah, have a look at that beautiful artwork on the sides of that vessel. I'm really looking forward to getting a closer look at that. Just waiting now for our next boat to face the starter. It should be Sam Gray and Mike Allen from Carterton in the Recession vessel. But no, we're going to go to Carl Beaver and Jay Amon from Waikato. Carl Beaver, the Beaver reliever, KB Engineering Limited, Fuchs Oil, Silver, Fern Marquees. So I'll tell you, ladies and gentlemen, you don't want to see what I'm seeing in the commentary tower as Slim gets nude.
Oh, mate, it's getting hot. We've got no aircon on the comm box. We've only got one window open. We can't open the roof for the splash of the water on the gear, so I've had to down the sponsor's shirt, mate, to get into a thing that I feel much better now.
Yeah, well, half your luck, mate. The only thing that I've got is full nudity, so if you want to go down that path, we can go down that path. I'm not shy.
Mate, you've got to be cool, mate, because you've got your thongs on.
Oh, that's
jandals.
right.
I mean jandals.
The jandals,
keep the thongs
that's right,
away.
mate, that's right. Gee, I tell you, Carl Beaver and Jay Amon, a couple of years ago when they came into the sport, Carl got the boat up, given a bit of a big into the tyre wall down at Wanganui. Jay, in fact, broke her arm. Shows up at the next race meeting, the arm in a cast, and said, well, we've got to continue.
That is such a hairy feeling as they head towards the commentary box now. But coming on that bend they've just been around, I don't like seeing the pointy end of that boat, KV, and if they miss that corner, man, we're history.
Yeah, well, no, we'll survive, mate. We're immortal. 53.666 there for the Beaver reliever in the Group B category, the couple from Waikato. I do believe that they are engaged. Is that something that I saw recently? Engaged, they announced their engagement. You know, well, first is the engagement ring, then it's the wedding ring, then it's the suffer ring.
And now, mate, you have done it a couple of times today. You've put the commentary curse on. I hope, for their sake, that the engagement message is true. Otherwise, he's under a hell of a lot of pressure when he gets out of the boat.
Well, good point. So this is the Recession with Sam Gray, the cray fisherman from Carterton. Mike Allen, the forestry worker from Carterton, the locals here, Central Auto Parts, the sponsors on board. And you can see the big back off there because they've gone the wrong way. The rotation is incorrect. So now they'll make their way back up to the top of the course, try to pick this rotation up.
Back on track now. Our timekeepers here have brought us back onto the rotation as they head back through the middle of the course. They'll be disappointed with that, unfortunately, to go the wrong way, but hey, it happens. It happens. Just a little bit of an error between the driver and the navvy hitting that wrong turn, but they're back on track now as they come round through the middle of the course now, hoping to get round and still post a good time, even though they have done that.
Yeah, look, it's very tricky. It's a long way back from here, but the most important thing is once you get the rotation wrong, they have had the presence of mind to be able to get back onto the rotation proper. And for newer drivers to the sport, that is a very, very important thing to do. It means you're really starting to understand the nuances of the sport. And you think it's difficult to watch it from up here above the water level. When you're only when your eyes are only 3 foot above the water level, it's good presence of mind to get it back. So while the time is certainly blown out, great to see those guys actually post a time. Certainly plenty on it, 1:02. I dare say probably a little bit more than that as well. So anyway, Sam Gray got around there, Mike Allen, those guys will go back, have a little bit of a chat to one another and go, when I say left, go left. When I say right, please try to right. And, you know, oh, hang on, is your left my right or your right my left? And discombobulation's a big thing, Slim.
Yeah, it is, man. It's a bit like you and I on the truck last night, mate. We had to actually stop and have a chat, mate, because I reckoned you were going the wrong way and you didn't. But one of us was wrong and one of us was right, and I still believe it was me.
Well, I can tell you, mate, I thought I was wrong once, but it turns out I was actually incorrect. So it is Buttercup now out on the water, and Buttercup and Jasmine Webster get it up and out of the track nicely. Just ran a little bit too wide up the top part of the course, and that is no good for Daniel Reid and Jasmine Webster.
No good at all. The replay will pop up on, here we go, the replay now. You'll see them jump out of the start. Just have a look on the big screen there, folks, as they come out. Oh, disappointing. What happened there? They must have clipped an island, got it all wrong. And, of course, that's not a place you want to be, as that the rescue crew get over there. Fantastic to see them here. We're watching the replay now as he comes round the bend, gives it a bit too much fat as he comes out of there and up onto the island. Oh, just about over onto the roof, but then as the roll cage pushes them back over, and they come to rest up there in front of our fantastic spectators that have joined us here today, KB.
Yes, so, well, we're getting some... we're getting some horrible information coming through to us. Richard Murray has broken a rod in the Mina machine, the blown 440 cubic inch engine. That boat is out for the day. Just got information through that Hayden Wilson, the man from Wanganui, in the white noise boat in the Group B, out for the day. So certainly very interesting information coming out on the pits as our rescue crew effect the rescue of Daniel Buttercup Reid and Jasmine Webster.
Oh no, that's disappointing. The numbers here are smaller now, and oh man, that's devastating news, especially for those guys that are out now.
All right, so Daniel Reid just ran that a little bit wide. So apparently we're getting messages through that the live stream is doing a little bit of buffering and a little bit of jumping up and down. So we can get our technicians onto that instead of chasing them up and down ladders around all of the electrical equipment that we've got going. I think we'll just announce that and they can figure it out from there. Do
you think that's the commentary box needs to stop jumping around as we get excited about the action that's happening on the track? But I'll try and keep you contained, Cavey, if you keep me contained.
Yeah, I think that also the 10 minutes will be up for Rob Colley. In fact, no, the boat is actually on the trailer, it is on the ramp, and he started, so I dare say that he's within the 10-minute time frame. Otherwise, Rob Coley would have been sent back to the pits. So we are going to probably go out of order here, just waiting for that boat to come off the trailer. We may well reset our clocks. Rob Coley after Tim and Debbie Edhouse. We've got the Group B boats at the moment, and it is Tim and Debbie Edhouse from Whonga. Tim Edhouse, the mechanic and the reigning New Zealand champion in this Group B category. Whonga Motors, Tyre-Max NZ, Waikato Clutch and Brake Specialist, McCurdy Trucks and Castrol Oil, the liquid addiction machine. So just ignore what you're seeing on the big screen there, ladies and gentlemen. The big screen just hasn't quite caught up where we are at the moment. The Stinger Hull out here, and of course Tim and Debbie Edhouse, reigning New Zealand champions in this class, and wow, they are looking good at the moment. So the fastest time in this Group B category for qualified round number 4 is a 53.666 posted by Carl Beaver at this stage. The split there for Tim Edhouse was a 27, so not as quick as Carl, but in amongst the mix as far as Chris Rasmussen and Bryce Barron, John Berry go. So it looks as though Tim Edhouse really starting to fire up the liquid addiction machine in the run for the line. I think it's going to be a good one, and it has gone to a 55.116, so about 1 point slower, 1.5 slower than Carl Beaver in the Beaver reliever.
Yeah, they'll still post a good time. Hands are going in the air though, as if to say, what did we do wrong that time? They'll go back to their hut, they'll debrief, they'll get out, they'll have a bit of a natter. Husband and wife, you know the wife's always right, KV. Happy life.
I've never ever heard that before.
Come on, mate. Happy wife, happy life, mate.
So, geez, I'll tell you what, there's some daggers looking at me in the commentary tower. And we go to the flounder pounder, Ollie Birder, and Hoki Manatawa, who is the navigator there, Hoki. And so Ollie Birder out off the line and looking the goods at the moment. This young man, his second season behind the wheel. Spent a couple of seasons in the navigator seat, and geez, I'll tell you what, I like the way that this young man goes about his craft. And Hoki, as we know, a little bit of water over the bow, that'll cool them down a little bit.
Absolutely, mate. Like you say, I think you're just going to touch on that Hoki's usually out of the water and enjoying the rescue cream, but Ollie's absolutely flying up there through the centre of the course. They are doing a fantastic job to bring that round as they come down, as what we they swing through there. Oh, that's a good run. They come down. This is the part we hate, KB, as they come towards us, and then if they won't take that corner, my goodness me, there's going to be more than water in the commentary box, I can tell you that. As they head through the top of the course now, they're coming round. This will be a fantastic time. He's just got to get round this bend, hit the finish line, and a great time of 55.861. They'll be happy with that.
Okay, we have a wallet here in the commentary tower during the lunch break. If you have lost a wallet, we will have that at the launch ramp area. If you've lost a wallet up near the food vendors at the top part of the track, we will have the wallet near the launch ramp or commentary area. You can get it during the lunch break. You will not be able to get it before then. You will need to provide some ID. You can't do that because we've got it in the wallet. You've just got to be able to describe the wallet. And, well, geez, turns out plenty of cash in there. There'll be none of that left by the time you get there. Some Visa cards, some debit cards. I'll tell you what, Monaco, here we come. Oh, I'll tell you what, we are going to get g'day to Justin Roylance having a look out on line. Baden Gray made his way to the track there on top. Plenty of people around the world watching. We seem to have the buffering from the live stream sorted out. We are now going to go Rob Coley, qualifying round number 3, the unlimited super boat. So he was back on the ramp within the allotted 10 minutes. They decided to run through with the remainder of qualifying 4 for the Group B. We now backtrack to qualifying 3 for the unlimited boats with Rob Coley. Are you onto it, Slim?
I've got it, mate, I've got it. So we're only going to see one boat from the super boats now, then we'll go back to the Group A, and then bang, you've got another run out for call 4 for the super boats, right?
That's right, mate. That's exactly the plan. So Rob and Ange Coley, mouth fresh, the best tasting toothpaste in the world.
Here he goes as he'll fly past the start-finish line, put his foot down. He'll have a case to answer for now. Wouldn't like that problem going wrong for him, so he'll try and get it and post a good time to get to the top of the board.
Yeah, a little bit of crosswash coming through there that you just noticed, that little bit of bobble on the bow of the Poison Ivy machine. And Rob Coley certainly, and we say it every time he gets out on the track, and just one of those guys, he can actually win it or bin it, and you just never know which. So he got just a little bit lost out of that hairpin at the top part of the course there. And probably, if he's had a bit of an issue with the boat, which is why he's taken up that 10-minute allotted time, probably listening to the sounds that the engine's making and not being able to concentrate on the rotation and the engine at the same time. So certainly a lot going on behind the wheel of the mouth fresh machine with Rob Coley at the helm.
Of course, we could actually get Paddy, the pit reporter, to find out exactly what the reason was if he's across there. Paddy, if you're out there listening, mate, come on through to the com box, mate, and see if we can catch up with Rob and Ange when they come back in.
At a 53.147 there for Rob Coley, put him into P3 after qualifying round number 3. So now we are going to reset our clocks and go to qualifying round number 4, Group A style.